The shock gloves are portable, sir. Why not just bring them with you?
They're experimental, not worth the risk during an investigation. There's the landing.
Here comes the pain! Got something for you!
Guys who just punched in. The bat we got bodies in the infirmary to prove it. When you see him, don't hold back, because he won't.
Batman just took out an anti-aircraft gun, as well as a tower full of guards. Quit the bitching about he hit me from behind this. Electric punch back. You're a plus. Bravo, Batman. Keep it up.
Got something for you! Smash his face! You ain't so tough!
Once I power the door, my decoder can break its encryption.
The door is online. Your decoder can interface with it now.
Security barricades. Locked down due to Rat's sabotage.
Logs show prisoner transfers from death row to general population.
Which means any prisoners I find here are Rats.
GCR, I'm Rob Touchstone with today's financial headlines. Shares of Falcone's shipping continue to rise even after an attack on CEO and alleged mobster Carmine Falcone.
Okay, Otis. I have questions about some of the things you said in group today.
I am happy to answer, Doctor. Would you have eyes to see and ears to hear?
Right. You said you were, a mass murderer, but that's not in your file.
The blood of sin has stained me far beyond the word of man. Countless lives I have claimed in the name of the iniquitous Gotham City Department of Sanitation. I see their confused red eyes in my dreams, pleading for the mercy it was my duty to deny as their chittering death rattles echo through the sewers. I am a sinner, Dr. Quinzel, falling short of his whiskered glory.
Oh, you're talking about rats.
The true masters of our world, Doctor. The uncounted survivors thriving amongst those that despise and persecute them. Like Saul on the road to Damascus. When I saw myself as the oppressor, I wept from the guilt of it.
Okay, well, I understand the sentiment, but if you're talking about rodents, calling yourself a mass murderer is gonna give people the wrong impression.
I seek to speak only the truth, Doctor. Though life's path hasn't made that easy. I am no stranger to false prophets. Men like Black Mask have used my devotion to further their own ends.
And how is that any different from the Rat King, Otis?
The Rat King is no false prophet, Doctor. His word stands as the only remaining truth in the fallen land of the two-legged.
Of course. I just think it can be useful to examine our beliefs. You talk a lot about the Rat King, but what do you really know about him, Who is he?
You will know him soon enough, for we are all subjects in his kingdom. He will be born to the world as a prisoner from Blackgate, where his wrath will rebuild a new Gotham, one where rats will rule.
Okay.
In Blackgate Prison, acting CEO Alberto Falcone told reporters that, quote, investors know that, like my father, our company is strong enough to bounce back from anything. Despite the elder Falcone's arrest in May, the company is still planning to expand worldwide operations in the next fiscal year. Ace Chemicals is back in the news, and as expected, it's not good. Investors lost their taste for the stock.
Getting another look at the statue. Because the lady said he used to be an angel.
Mechanical rats. I can destroy them with a batarang.
Strange vermin, sir.
The rats must have let them loose after I took out the guards. Just like the Gotham sewers. This isn't a prison, it's a lair. The rats use these tunnels to move around undetected in broad daylight.
Much like their namesakes.
Knives.
Grant me a glorious death!
listen up. Tiger's out in force. No one goes out without someone watching his back.
We should make our way back to ourselves. Getting killed in Blackgate won't help our cause. Shrike was a martyr.
Tonight you die by hand of... Yeah! Cut him! I'm ready for retribution! Yeah!
Trespassing on sacred ground! By all king's decree, Blackgate belongs to us!
Pay for your sins! Thanks, bats! Free me from this cage!
Another revival broken up.
Thankfully, no hostages this time.
Master Bruce, do you understand why they rebelled?
They're convicts, not men of conviction.
Who felt treated unfairly by society?
They made their choices, and those choices led straight to me. How close am I to the chapel?
Quite close. Try to find a way up. The chapel should be up ahead.
Chapel. Time for answers.
Oh!
What is going on here?
Found this freak trying to dig through the walls again. Rusty Nail cut him when I dragged him out of his little rat nest. And, well, you know how clumsy these convicts are. Always falling downstairs and whatnot.
These people already need help, Captain. Feeding your ego with unnecessary beatings isn't making their lives, or mine, any better.
You gonna do something about it?
Maybe I will.
Whatever. He's your problem now.
That makes two of you. Otis Flanagan, right? Any blurred vision? How many fingers do you see?
3. Clarity of vision, both physical and spiritual, is one of our king's many gifts.
Uh-huh. Can you tell me the date today?
July the 2nd. Year 1 of the Rat King's rule.
Close enough. Well, no concussion. That's the good news. That nasty cut is a different story. Do you know when you last had a tetanus booster?
I spend my life crawling through Gotham sewers, Doctor. Lo, by sanitation department decree, I have had all my shots.
It started out as riot control gas, but I adjusted the recipe. A large dose will turn those brains to succotash.
I came to this hole to close the books on my competitors, especially the Joker, and I can't let you stand in my way.
A large dose will turn those brains to succotash.
Coca-Cola canceled a major product launch. Ace reportedly invested over $1 billion to harvest a rare South American plant. It's reportedly invested over $1 billion to harvest a rare South American plant to flavor their new Sprinkle Fizz Gold. But test markets have reported what the company will only refer to as, quote, adverse side effects. All things considered, a bad quarter is still better than poisoning your customers. But Ace Chemicals' rivals at Zesty Cola might just be the refreshing change that thirsty investors are craving.
At least the chapel knows its audience.
How old is this?
No one really knows. It's one of the prison's few surviving original structures.
I'm giving you a chance here. Do you know what happens if the prosecution can try Julian Day as a sane man?
He'll get the death penalty.
And this city will thank you for helping to remove a cold-blooded killer from the streets.
Falcone claims his assailant was the prisoner Otis Flanagan. There's still evidence in the chapel from the attack on Falcone. I'll set up a crime scene and figure out what happened. Flanagan threw Falcone through this pew. Remarkable for someone of Flanagan's size. Blood spatter and prints indicate Falcone laid here following the attack. Strange. I'm not seeing any forensic evidence tying Otis Flanagan to this scene. The assailant snuck up behind Falcone, struck him with a metal pipe before covering his head with a sack. Traces of metal on the kneeler, and nail marks in the fabric. No trace of Otis's prints on the weapon, but then again, he does wear gloves. Something's not right, Alfred. Are any of the details from this attack consistent with Flanagan's crimes on the outside?
No, sir. But prison can change a man, as I'm sure you're well aware.
I'll keep looking. The altar was configured to look like a shrine to the Rat King. Falcone struck his assailant with a manifesto as he laid on the altar. It gave Falcone time to escape, but only for a moment. If Falcone struggled as much as evidence suggests, these items would have been knocked aside. That means they were placed on the altar after the assault. Someone with access to the chapel staged this scene to implicate Flanagan. Before throwing Falcone into the pew, the attacker hit the candelabra. 3 sets of footprints were left in this pool of wax. First set, size 14, no discernible tread pattern. Whoever made these wore disposable shoe covers. The second is a partial from an Italian loafer, Falcone's. The third set was made after the wax dried, a match for the distinctive claw-like shoe prints I found in Otis Flanagan's cell. Otis was here, but didn't arrive at the chapel until after the assault. Fabric analysis shows a small amount of Kevlar and nylon. The assailant wore a bulletproof vest and caught it on the candelabra during the struggle with Falcone. I've scanned all available evidence. Only a small group of people in Blackgate are equipped with bulletproof vests. I'll narrow my search to the most likely candidates. Tiger Security have access to bulletproof vests, not to mention the chapel itself. Someone on Tiger's payroll is responsible.
Another excellent deduction, sir. Perhaps Otis Flanagan could provide a suitable explanation for why he was framed.
I don't think I'll have to wait very long.
Well now, my son, have you come to confess your sins?
You were here the night Falcone was attacked. Why?
Searching. Seeking my missing brethren.
The prisoners.
Abducted in the night. But still they remain lost. I found only Falcone. At the mercy of the head guard.
That explains the broken pew. It would have taken a man of tremendous strength to cause such damage, sir.
Why did Falcone think you attacked him?
Once Bolton's vile work was finished, I pulled the bag from the Roman's head and called for help. Vengeance belongs to the Rat King, not to me, not to Bolton. All things are in his plan, Batman.
For your sake, Otis, I hope you're telling the truth.
I suffer for honesty, not lies.
Bolton attacked Falcone, and he may be abducting prisoners.
Well, that complicates things.
I need more than Otis's word. I'll search Bolton's office.
My friend! I have not sinned, and yet you punish me.
Okay! Extra bonus for anyone who can even touch him! Drop that! Touch him! That's how low the bar is! Ricky!
Alfred, I'm heading to Bolton's office to get some answers.
That's in the administration wing off the yard. I've marked its location on your map. Could Bolton be the Rat King?
Otis said Bolton tried to kill Falcone. It may even be Bolton who's disappearing rats. I'll find the answer in his office.
For this, Batman!
Are you concerned about the fate you've left Mr. Flanagan to?
Otis was scared. He would have said anything to get out.
Indeed. Perhaps fear does not always lead to truth.
Bolton may find him. But if I help Otis, I compromise my investigation.
To the rat still I will torture your brothers. Make it easy on them. Give up.
Bolton only wants the upper hand so he can bring it down on the weak.
Insanity plea. Justice sting you in prison.
Map of Death Row. I can scan this with detective vision.
That's a nasty piece of work.
Side-by-side formation.
Need a hand? When I find the guy who did this...
Lost him, damn it!
Feels like a double team is in order.
Chin up, pal. Tiger's got this. Nothing? Damn it. Hell of a way to make a living, huh? You can't hide forever, you know! We're on my position! Cover me! Nothing? Damn it. Same here. Napping on the job? I'll clean your clock. Now, women's up there. Where the hell's Batman? Anyone have a visual? Forever, you know!
Okay, Joe. Blood pressure's a little on the high side, but otherwise your labs look good. Must be all that clean living.
First time I heard that.
Any other complaints?
Just some reactions to Dr. Crane's treatment. Headaches. Can't remember some stuff. Nothing he didn't warn me about.
That's not on the chart. I'll follow up with him about it.
Sure. You know, Doc, you look familiar. Didn't you used to run the free clinic over in Park Row?
Still do. It's a tough neighborhood. People need help. Politicians are too quick to write those folks off.
Ain't that the truth? When I lived there, it was everyone stealing each other's stuff. Then, stealing it back. Over and over. That photo there. That's you, and...
Harvey Dent? I'm surprised you recognize him.
Huh. Oh, yeah. He's on TV a lot now, right? So, you know him?
Back then, I ran a crisis center for kids. The boy next to Harvey is Bruce Wayne. Not too long after his parents were killed. Those two were like sons to me.
Right. Harvey Dent.
Bolton took a dig at former cops. Think he was talking about us?
We ain't had our asses kicked by Batman, so no. I got a short list of guys in mind who probably did, though.
Pansies. Some of those guys, being crooked was all they had going for them.
See Bolton's office.
Are you sure he's not there?
For now, but I won't have long.
Extra guns to the chapel! Batman, the free prison. Red Flanagan solitary.
No card. I'll find another way. I don't have a card for the elevator. I'll find another way around. Prisoner transfer records should be on Bolton's computer.
Do be careful, sir. He strikes me as the sort to have an unsavory browser history.
The computer's unlocked. I'll back up his files and get out. This will take time.
Perhaps a tour of Mr. Bolton's brooding office interior, sir.
It's done.
The Batman in Blackgate. When I heard you were in my prison, roughing up my men, I was honored. Big fan. But help me understand. You threw a man to his death off the courthouse roof. But now...
I don't kill.
Punishment is the only way to keep criminals in line.
Is that why you attacked Falcone?
Yes!
To punish him?
Yes, your methodology!
You took it too far.
I didn't go far enough! These scumbags think they rule behind the walls of my prison. You could be more than a symbol.
What a gruesome museum. Replicas, I take it.
A few are actually real. The
Just like
blades are
Bolton.
chipped.
Mostly
Bolton's
tall,
been
but
using
just
these.
dangerous enough to need attention.
Batman. Killer.
I'm sorry you won't be around to watch as I end Falcone's empire for good. What's the expression? Never meet your heroes. Kill him. Shoot his ass! No!
Master Bruce!
I'm getting out of here.
There should be a window behind the desk. Sorry your meeting with Bolton ended in violence, sir. Sometimes our biggest fans can be our harshest critics.
I'll need Oracle to decrypt the card.
She's on call. Just place the drive in the reader on the processing station.
Wow, okay. This drive is a hot mess.
Can you decode it?
Thankfully, someone doesn't know about updating their OS. Have it for you in 2 shakes. Who do they have working IT at that place anyway?
This on? Testing. Okay, look, I'm no fool. I know how it works on the outside. You get a little side action, and Falcone or someone just like him greases your palm. But here, on the inside, it's my rules. And if you think I'm going to let that Roman relic worm his way into power, get this straight. This isn't about the Cage books or any money I owe him. So don't even start with... God, this is ridiculous. I'll just tell you in person. Brandon, you do good work for me, but what the hell? I've got more reports of prisoners dropping out of the ranks, just disappearing. I shouldn't have to remind you of this again, but this is a prison. Keeping inmates in is job number 1. Consider this a warning. You were smart to trade the GCPD for Tiger. You're moving up. Don't throw it away now.
A cage match schedule. Bolton's running an illegal boxing club, and Falcone's running the books.
The business partners had a falling out.
Or someone turned them against each other.
Looks like there's a special match scheduled for this morning.
Bolton said he's going to end Falcone's empire. That's where he plans to do it.
Another job for Batman, sir?
No. Too many tigers in the cage.
You'd face Captain Bolton without your equipment.
The element of surprise has always been my best weapon. Bolton said he would end Falcone's empire. He'll make his move in the cage this morning. It's shorted out.
This charge terminal is quite old.
Early 1900s by the look of it. The wires weren't made to handle the voltage from my gauntlets. Alfred, have the drones repair the electric wiring on this terminal. I'll need it later.
Of course, Master Bruce.
Bruce, it's Vicky. Voicemail, huh? Look, this isn't about you standing me up. Again. This Day of Wrath stuff has me scared. You're probably long gone from Gotham by now, but of us can't afford to leave. My dad's at Gotham General, and I don't know what to do with him. Are you using the country house? I'd love to move him there if I could, until we know what's gonna happen.
Mr. Wayne, it's Lucius Fox. I've been looking over the financials. I found some irregularities in the applied sciences budget. Nothing I wasn't expecting, of course, but something that might stick out to anyone else who was interested in examining the records. We'll need to make a few adjustments to make sure it all adds up. Unless, of course, you want one of the shareholders to do the math and ask why we spent enough money to build a stealth jet last year. Just let me know and I'll handle this end.
Hey Bruce, it's Harvey. Alfred told me to be out of town, and, look. You should have been at the courthouse to help set up the fundraiser. You weren't, and when the rats showed up, Leslie raised us. But when she needed our help, I was the only one there. I'm running on fumes with this whole Rat King business, and I still managed to be there while you were... I don't even know. I love you like a brother, Bruce. But you need to get your priorities straight. Call me back, or at least call Leslie. Tell her you're sorry.